Musings of Reluctant Libtard, Episode 5, Family, Politics, and Love. I love them. I just don't understand them anymore. If you had told me 20 years ago that politics would divide families the way it does now, I don't think I would have believed you. Sure, people have always disagreed. I remember growing up around relatives who had different opinions, sometimes strong ones, but it never felt like a war. We could argue, roll our eyes at each other, and then go back to eating dinner. Now, it's different. It's not just about policies anymore. It's about identity. It's about morality. It's about what kind of person you are. When I look at some of the people I love, I don't just see a political difference. I see someone who supports things I find unforgivable. And I know they look at me the same way. I don't know how to bridge that gap. Politics has become personal. I've heard people say, "Don't take it personally. It's just politics." That used to make sense. Taxes, regulations, foreign policy, these were things we could argue about without feeling like an attack on who we are. But when politics decides whether or not someone has rights, whether or not someone is treated as fully human, whether or not someone's life matters, how do you not take that personally? When someone you love votes for the guy who wants to take away your health care, or your friend defends the people who are openly hostile toward your community, how do you separate that from the relationship? I wrestle with this constantly. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to lose the people I love, but I also can't pretend it doesn't hurt. How do you hold on to love when you don't even recognize each other anymore? I've had moments where I wanted to walk away, just cut ties. Maybe it would be easier to stop trying, to stop making excuses for why I keep showing up to Thanksgiving dinner with people who think I'm brainwashed. But then I think about the history, the years of shared experiences, the birthdays, the late night conversations, the moments of kindness that had nothing to do with politics. I remind myself that people are more than their worst opinions. It doesn't make it easy. It doesn't make it okay. But it keeps me from losing myself to the anger. Keeping family first even when it's hard. I've learned that sometimes the best thing you can do is set boundaries. There are topics I won't bring up at family gatherings. There are arguments I won't engage in. Not because I don't care, but because I do. Because I know that if I push too hard, I'll lose people I'm not ready to lose. That doesn't mean I let things slide. It doesn't mean I sit quietly and pretend everything is fine. It just means I pick my battles. And sometimes the battle isn't worth losing the relationship over. Looking ahead. Next time, we're diving into the emotional toll of political exhaustion.